Keith Murray, what's good?
What up, Vlad?
Chilling. I was at the battle. I was there.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very
okay, so before we even get into the actual battle, like how did the battle come together? Like how did they approach you about it?
I got a phone call from the guys at MC War. They said that Black Rob would be willing to battle me.
Black Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, oh, that's nice. Black Rob is my friend, but this could be interesting.
Okay.
Then they called me back and said, Black Rob can't do it, but Fredro wants to do it.
Okay.
Me and Fredro has been cool over the years, so we got on the phone, and I was like, word? All right, cool, I'll do it.
I'm not gonna get into your pockets, but was the money right? Was the money like what you wanted, or were you doing it more for the art of it?
The money was all right.
Money was all right.
I wanted more, but
Yeah.
you know how that go.
Yeah.
It was all right
cool
for
enough.
what it was.
It was all right for what it was. So originally it was supposed to happen a while back, like in Atlanta or something?
Yeah, a year ago.
A year ago. Damn, time flies.
Word. So we goes to Atlanta,
Yeah.
right? I was all ready. I went to the sound check. I went back to the hotel. They let the people in. I come back ready to rock. They say, yo, we don't have the rest of the money.
They already gave you the deposit.
They gave me a deposit.
Okay.
So they didn't have the rest of the money.
Like that night?
That very night.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not doing it, you don't got the money. They had excuses. So I did a little thing online to let people know it didn't happen because they didn't have the money. So I left.
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be over. Then they called me months later, like, yo, a year
later.
a year later. Like, yo, we got the money.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool, I'm ready, let's go.
Okay.
So they rescheduled it and brought it to Brooklyn.
Yeah. So before the battle, were you preparing, writing, getting ready?
Nah, I had my lines a year ago. I was
so you
ready.
Okay, you were ready.
I was ready, right?
Okay.
So then, okay, what you want to get into the night of?
Yeah, let's get into it.
So they picked me up at 10:30, took me to the venue.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get in the venue until like 40 minutes in the front.
Okay.
So I'm in the front cracking jokes, battling Jack Thriller. We going back and forth, everybody laughing. We out there, you know what I'm saying? So they asked me, the bouncer and the promoter asked me, how many people you got? I said, I got 40 people. They said, 40 people
you
ain't
got
coming.
40 people?
40 people.
Okay.
I'm from Brooklyn and Long Island, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So they like, well, 40 people ain't coming in this door. Well, I'm like, Keith Murray ain't coming that door, 40 people ain't coming that door.
Okay.
So that took another 30 minutes. We went to this side, we went to that side. Then eventually I got in. So now I know what the battle rappers are saying, like, yo, it ain't the same. You have to make preparation. You know what I'm saying? What I went through to get to that stage, it wasn't even what I intended to. I was in the venue for 3 hours before I got on stage. Now, I want to first and foremost apologize to my family and my fans for not giving a performance that Keith Murray should have.
Okay.
I took some antihistamines for a head cold, and I had a shot of alcohol. By the time I got to that stage, I was not myself at all. I'll be the first to admit it.
Okay.
If I was fresh like I'm fresh now, he would not defeat Keith Murray. Fredro Starr won by default. Keith Murray defeated himself. And I'm up for a rematch right now, anytime. And anybody who think they want to challenge Keith Murray, I'm open for that challenge too. It was something fresh and new, and I'm not giving excuses. People want to know. I watched the comments. They like, clearly Keith Murray was on something, under some type of influence.
Yeah.
And I watched it. When I saw it immediately, I was sluggish. I got on the microphone. When I was hype, I started yelling. The mic started clipping, the cordless mic. In Disaster, he called me. He was like, yo, Murray, you got to watch out for the microphones. They would throw you off. Now, DJ Enough was the DJ. That's my man. I'm not saying Enough fucked me up, but when I listened to it and I look back, the record kept skipping and jumping. The ding, 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 skin, ding, yeah, ding, ding, ding. So I look back at Enough like, spin it back, spin it back. Fredro had like 8 good bars. He didn't have to rap and he would have won. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sugarcoating it, making excuses. People want to know. That's my explanation.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why did you guys decide to use beats as opposed to going a cappella?
Because that's a good question.
You know, these days in battle rap culture right now, people don't use beats.
Yeah.
It's all a cappella. And to be fair, it seemed like at one point y'all kind of went into a cappella. It seemed like the beat idea didn't quite work out. So talk about that.
Yeah, the beat idea was proposed to us by the promoters. So we was like, okay, cool. That was the rules. So they gave us the beats, and I practiced to the beats. But then when the beats was loud and skipping and, you know, it just didn't go as planned.
When you're dealing with the beats, a lot of things can go wrong. And what I think the biggest thing is that it's hard to even understand the lyrics.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't let you stop, dramatize, project.
Right,
like me right now, I'm a dramatization. I project. A cappella, heads off. But I'm disappointed in myself because I could have took this sucker out of existence, especially with my rebuttals. Like, yo, you saying things ain't in the dictionary. Let me bring you up to speed. How the fuck you know I'm saying words that ain't in the dictionary and your bitch illiterate ass can't even read? You know what I'm saying? My rebuttals would have been crazy. I want a rematch right now.
Me and my man, you know, my son, we was, you know, going to the event together, right? And, you know, it was me, him, you know, our man Omar. They're like, yo, Vlad, who you think gonna get it? And I'm like, well, based on my understanding of these two artists, it seems to me that Keith is more lyrical in his music.
Right.
Fredro is more like energy, passionate. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at what Onyx does and what Keith Murray does, especially like the first singles and stuff like that, granted they were a long time ago, but still that kind of sets the tone for the artist. Right. You look at the most beautifulest thing in the world and like the wordplay and the flipping of the, you know, syllables and everything else like that. You look at like Throw Your Guns in the Air. If you were telling me, you know, who would I pick? I would pick Keith Murray. Yeah. Right? Based on, you know,
the two records and the artistry.
The two records and the artistry
behind it. He talk about shit
it.
he don't do in the street. I talk about realism and wordplay and lyrics.
And ultimately that's what it comes down to in a battle.
Right.
Right? So when I got there, I was kind of thinking Keith Murray gonna get it.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah. Just, you know, and
I'm disappointed in myself too. I should not have been on meds and took a shot. It threw me way off. I'm not, like I said, I don't want to reiterate myself. It is what it is, and that's what happened. That's my explanation to my family and my fans.
Do you feel with your battle with Fredro that Fredro got too personal?
Nah, not at all. Because he said something about smoking dust.
Yeah, he called you a dust head.
Okay, we all know about drugs in America, but you a coke nose, an alcoholic, and you can dust my dick. If I was in my right frame of mind, my rebuttals would have been right. You're supposed to try to get personal, but Fredro don't know me. He's just saying anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes.
You talked about your financial status.
Fredro's not rich. I get money on the regular. You just wasting your time trying to count my money. I got a bank account. I got music. And I could make unaccountable amounts of money. I got merchandise. Fredro don't got nothing that Keith Murray don't got. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that in retrospect that maybe you should have used this approach as well? You know what I'm saying? Because in battle rap these days, it gets very personal.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
But I can't use the approach if I'm sluggish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won by default.
Okay. But
I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Yeah.
But he had like 8 good lines. I watched the battle myself and I listened back. I'm like, really? He didn't even finish his. If he give 100%, I would mutilate him. 100%. He didn't even finish his last shit. He was fucking up too. You know what I'm saying? So look at it. Listen to it. But default.
Yeah.
Rematch right now.
So you ready?
Where am I?
But you're saying that all his personal shit was just him making up shit.
Making up shit to the highest degree. I'm Keith Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit don't affect me.
Sure. But in retrospect, do you think you would have gone real personal with him as well? Like, would you like, because motherfucker.
I did say go personal, but you can't hear me. I'm yelling on the microphone.
What did you say that was personal?
And now you go to your man weed dispensary for free weed. Niggas try to rob the place and you sneak the weed. Now realizing your dumb ass on camera. Put it in your pocket, get comfortable, walk out and leave. Go back frontin' like you're sweet as something. And he literally whipped your monkey ass like you stole something.
And he kicked Sonny C's out of the group. Sonny C's made Onyx. He on the radio laughing about how Sonny C's is in Brooklyn with no money. That's your man. You in Europe, you claim you making money. Sonny C's made the group. We did a concert in Central Park. Sonny C's went on stage and was over in the back with the microphone while they out rapping like they didn't see him. They get on the radio saying, oh, he pulled a little mama. You making money. He can't eat off an Onyx dollar? He made the group. How y'all just gonna leave him out, got him in the hood, people looking at him crazy while y'all running around screaming the name he built? That's not real. That's not real at all. You don't turn your back on your people.
Def Squad is still fucking up with each other.
All day. And you never see Def Squad disrespect each other on the mic, in public, on radio. Whatever we going through as brothers, we go through as brothers, shake hand, and continue to move forward. Right. And you will see a Def Squad album called El Nino Part 2, Tsunami.
Right.
We just did the BET Freestyle Award Cypher. It airs on the 10th.
Oh, okay.
You'll see that. That's
okay.
live.
Who's in it?
Keith Murray, Eric Sermon, and Redman. We did it in Brooklyn.
That's dope.
Last week.
Was there any other members in Def Squad?
Little Jamal. He's a fourth member, but he's not really an active member like we are. So he's on some of the records, but not all of them.
I remember Molly G.
Yeah, he came out with an album. I was on it under Redman's label. It's dope. Shout out to Molly G. Get your shit together, boy. Let's go. You can check me out on Keith Murray Facebook, Keith Murray Twitter, Keith Murray Instagram. And I dress better than any gay man.
What does that even mean?
I dress better than any gay man. I'm a street fashionista. Get fly than Easter. I can't stand them niggas because they act like divas. I dress way better than Fredro. That nigga's a clown. You crazy bozo ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Vlad, set it up.
Oh, the rematch.
The rematch.
All right.
Lennox Lewis's ass.
Kendrick he had a ball with it. He was just laughing like, man, Corrupt, you crazy. You know, Kendrick cool. Loved me, man. He was just like, man, you know. I mean, what else was it but love?
Coming from this environment, what do you think is happening that's making things this bad right now?
Like, people ain't like, everybody ain't getting money. Like, that's what's making it bad. Like, everybody ain't getting money. Like, everybody ain't got like what it take to like just go up and go get some money. Like, everybody ain't got that.